Hi guys. Okay, you've done the start here video and you're in the units, and I'm just going to clarify very quickly how the units work. So on this sidebar here, I'm going to click units. You'll see you also have your inquisitives and discussions here, but I'm going to click units. And you're going to read through the process, which says about how you should complete everything in each unit folder. The calendar and the due dates explain when your units are due, and this is different based on the class you're in. So this is a 10-week version of this class that I'm demoing. You might be in a 5-week version, you might be in a 16-week version, so go by your own calendar. There is not a link to your calendar, overall calendar. The only calendar is this, and you'll notice it's very consistent with when things are due. Okay, so what I'm going to do is scroll down, and I'm going to start with this unit intro. I'm going to click the A. And for this particular unit, you have a table of contents, and you have this, page 1 of 7. Excuse me. So you know how many pages are in your unit. So you're going to go through each item. You're going to read everything here and click the next arrow. This talks about the discussion. So for this activity, you're going to go over and do your discussion, which is going to involve a video. If you do that, let's say I do that discussion now. I'm going to click discussions and go do it. And then I want to get back to where I was. I can go back into units again. So I'm going to click units and go back to where I was. Okay, now I have to go back down into the Unit A folder where I was working. And I can do the same thing again. It automatically defaults to page 1, and I can click through until I get to the page I was on. For this one, I could also use the table of contents to jump ahead if I want. Typically in my units, you won't have a table of contents. You won't know. You'll only know how many pages out of how many total pages. This one, I let you see them all. But either way, you have to go through each item. That's kind of the requirement of the units. All right, so I clicked page 2 of 7, which is the discussion. We've already done that. I'm going to click page 3 of 7 and read the information. There's a lot of short little snippets on how a class is set up. And I'm going to keep clicking through and doing each item. Sometimes you'll have a video, sometimes you'll have an ed puzzle, sometimes you'll have a PowerPoint to do. Pretty much always you'll have a quiz to complete. And typically that will be the last item within the unit folder. It might be that you have a couple unit quizzes. For this one, the quiz, is at the very end, and that's typically what happens. So you're going to complete everything in the Unit A folder, and then you're going to go on to the next unit. So I might click back to units, assuming I've completed all those items in the A folder, and then I'll go on to my next unit folder, which is B. You may work ahead. That's just fine. You definitely need to complete all the assigned unit folders for your particular class. And again, that varies based on the class you're in. All right, we'll see you guys later.